Hi everyone, so I'm back with another album review, and this afternoon I'm talking about a Kate Bush album from 1993 called The Red Shoes. I love this, one of my most favorite Kate Bush albums, a very epic album, absolutely. And what makes it really epic is there was this really long music video to go with this album, which had a music video for pretty much every song on the album, um, which was called The Line, the Cross, and the Curve. And it was really fantastic. Really a great companion to the album, absolutely. So the first song on the album is Rubber Band Girl. And Rubber Band Girl is really interesting. She's like, if I can learn to whine like a rubber band, I'd be back on my feet. You know, the Rubber Band Girl, and she calls herself a Rubber Band Girl. She's talking about, you know, going through the twists and turns of life, just, um, landing back on your feet, through it all. It's really interesting. It's very upbeat, up tempo kind of song, and it's good. I love that Rubber Band Girl song. Very good, very cool. Okay, so then there's And So Is Love. This song is beautiful. This song is just really beautiful. Um, in the song, she's like, we used to say, oh, how we're young, but now we see that life is sad, and so is love. Um, the video is nice. She's like lighting a lantern and everything in the shadows. It's very nice, just very nice, very soft and totally ethereal and just gorgeous. Okay, so then the next song is Eat the Music. This is another very upbeat song. Um, she's talking about how this guy is like a woman at heart, and that's why she loves him. And she says, eat the music. She's like, does he conceal all he really feels? He's a woman at heart, and I love him for that. She's like, eat the music. The video is really interesting. She's got lots of fruit all around her, lots of dancers, like Caribbean dancers around her. And it's just like very tropical. The video is so tropical and nice, real nice. I love that a whole lot. Okay, so then there's Moments of Pleasure. This is really a very pretty song. She's talking about seeing this guy in the lift like Douglas Fairbanks waving his walking stick. That really evokes a lot of images of just, uh, you know, um, pure, just like glamour, glamour, absolutely. Um, she's talking about how the buildings of New York look like mountains in the snow. God, that's an awesome line. The buildings of New York look like mountains in the snow. Wow. I'm just always in awe of Kate Bush's mad skills with songwriting. It's just incredible. Okay, so then the next song is the Song of Solomon. Um, the Song of Solomon is very sensual. It's a very sensual song. She says, don't want your, I don't know if I can cuss, so I'll just say BS. Don't want your BS, just want your sexuality. So I find this interesting because Kate Bush is singing a song titled The Song of Solomon. She mentions verses from the Bible in the song, from the Song of Solomon, the romantic ones. And she says, don't want your BS in the same breath as talking about the Bible. Artists don't do that. Kate Bush is so completely unique by doing things like that. Okay, so then the next song is Lily. This is cool. It starts off with this old woman, like, chanting or something, and, um, like, doing a blessing kind of thing. And so she's coming to this old lady named Lily, and she's asking her for advice on what to do because she needs protection in her life. And Lily's like, you can surround yourself by these spirits that will protect you. And she lists the names of the spirits, Muriel, Michael, and Raphael, and Gabriel, all around her in a circle of fire of protection. So it's very mystical and very cool. Okay, so then there's the red shoes. She's like, as she danced like the diva dude, she said, just put on these red shoes. So this diva woman is trying to tempt her with putting on some shoes. And as she puts on the shoes, she does mad dancing. She's just dancing like crazy all everywhere. She's dancing in the video. She's dancing in hell. You know, she's just dancing. She can't stop dancing. It's just crazy. Okay, so then there's Top of the City. This is gorgeous, really pretty. So she's like, let's go up to the top of the city. Put me up on on the angel's shoulders. We're just a couple of pigeons sitting up on the angel's shoulders. You know, so it's very whimsical and just take, it's like a take me away kind of song. It really takes you away to this place on top of the city. Really nice. So then there's Constellation of the Heart. She says, put your eye up to the telescope, and then you see the constellation of the heart. You know, really good allegory in that song too. Really nice. So then there's Big Stripy Light. This is really interesting because she says, your name is being called by sacred things that are not addressed nor listened to. Sometimes they blow trumpets. You know, I love that line. It's just so, it's like, wow, it's just incredibly awesome. Incredibly awesome songwriting in that. Then there's Why Should I Love You? She says, of all the people in the world, why should I love you? And there's a point in this song where she says, have you ever seen a picture of Jesus smiling? I wonder if you had a beautiful smile and stuff. Really nice. So then the last song is You're the One. You're the only one I want. She's talking about going off with this guy. He's really handsome, but this other guy is really the one she wants. Okay, so the album artwork does not have a picture of Kate Bush on it. This was the first time she did that, I believe in 1993, for this album. And then she started doing that pretty regular, like with 50 Words for Snow and with Ariel, and even like Before the Dawn. She didn't have a picture of herself on the album covers. So this album cover is a picture, like a drawing, like a cartoon drawing of a big giant red shoe standing on the mountains. And it says Kate Bush, the red shoes. It's kind of got a circle around it. It's a very nice looking album cover, real nice. I really like this one a lot. And the album is fantastic, really must have, really so creative. This album is really creative, and every album by Kate Bush is so incredibly creative. And this album is absolutely so creative. It's just really cool. Really cool. Great songwriting, great songs that are just, the music is created too. You know, Kate Bush puts a lot of intention into not only the vocal part of the songs and the songwriting, but also the music, the background music. You know, she puts a lot of intention into that as well, and it really produces a very fine album. So thank you so much for listening to me talk about The Red Shoes by Kate Bush, and I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you stay tuned for more album reviews, possibly some more filmography reviews, and also possibly some more music too, possibly. And I thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.